It's just an amazing story about this desperate man, this scholar who's desperately in love with wisdom, with his books, but also with his lost love, Lenore, who has passed away, and he's desperate to know whether he'll ever see her again. This, haunts him day and night. And imagine that we're in his cold attic apartment, and the fire is banked low in the fireplace. Over there, the shutters are closed against the winter's night. The winter's cold. The drapes are pulled tightly. And up here is the door to his chambers, and it's guarded by a statue of Pallas Athena, the goddess of wisdom. He's a scholar, he worships Pallas Athena. He's on a first-name basis with her and calls her Pallas throughout the poem. But I hear our story calling to us. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary over many quaint and curious volumes of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. Just a visitor, I muttered, knocking at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Distinctly I remember it was in the late December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I'd sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for that rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, just a visitor, entreating entrance at my chamber door. A late visitor, entreating entrance at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then, no longer, sir, said I, or madam, surely your forgiveness I implore. The fact is, I was napping, and so gently you came tapping, and so faintly you came rapping at my chamber door. And I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Oh. Here I flung the shutter, when with many a flit and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven from the saintly days of yore. on the bus of palace, just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decor of the continented war. Though I had be shorn and shaven, thou had said I'd show no craven, ghastly grim and ancient craven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what the lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore, nevermore. And this bird, sitting lonely on the placid bus, spoke only that one word. He said his soul, and that one word he did outpour. Not another word he uttered, not a feather that he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered of the friends that flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my friends have flown before. But the bird said, nevermore, nevermore. Prophet said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by the heaven that bends above us, by the God we both adore. Till his soul was sorrow laden, if within the distant Eden, it shall clasp the sainted maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Clasp that rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore, 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 the raven never sang, still is sitting on the pallid bust of palace, just above my chamber door. And his eyes are all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming casts its shadow upon the floor. And my soul from out that shadow, eyes floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore.